Hey guys, this is Corey with Custom RV in Amarillo, Texas. Today I have a brand new arrival to show you. This is the 2021.5 Forest River R-Pod Model 193. It comes in at about 3,635 pounds unloaded, is 22 feet 11 inches in overall length, and is great to tow behind a smaller SUV or a small pickup truck. It's got bunks, Murphy bed, ton of awesome features. Let's go ahead and we'll jump onto the inside and take a look at some of the cool features there. Alright guys, so stepping onto the inside of this 2021.5 R-Pod Model 193. As you can see, this is a Bunkhouse travel trailer. And we'll go ahead and we'll get started back here. So as you can see, you do have two single bunks. These are rated at 300 pounds apiece. And a nice thing about this is they do give you the built-in ladder right there, as you can see there. Windows for the top and the bottom. And as we come back in here, you will notice you have USB outlets as well as lights back in there, which is a pretty handy feature to have for the kiddos. Right here you will see your your pre-wire for your solar prep. So if you want to add a roof mount solar panel, you can do that right there. And then you can see you do have your thermostat for your heat and air conditioning right there as well. Speaking of the air conditioner, this is the Coleman Mach Q series, which is pretty cool. It is a non-ducted air conditioning system, so it just dumps out right here, but it still is pretty quiet. And then as we look down here, you will notice you don't have any heat vents in the floor. I should mention this is a new floor pattern as well as new wood and fabric tones. We'll take a look at those a little more in detail here in a minute. But right here, since we're on the subject of heating and cooling, there's your direct vent furnace. So that's pretty cool. And then right next to that you have your central vac. So basically that bottom rectangle there is an electric dust pan. So you sweep out the unit, sweep it up in front of there, flick it with your foot, and it'll suck everything up into the onboard tank for that. You can buy the hoses for this aftermarket through the central vacuum manufacturer, but it does not come with the hoses, so just keep that in mind. Spinning back around this way, you will notice you have a Murphy bed up front. And I have it set up in sofa mode right now, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's in bed mode here in just a minute. But as you can see right there, you have a 3-section sofa, plenty of room to seat 3 people. And then, as you can see, you do have a nice freestanding table. You can take that inside or outside, just depending on what you're doing. And then you have a second sofa over here. So you can turn this down and make it an extra bed, or you can use it in the daytime to seat 2 extra people, which is pretty cool. Notice the nice tinted safety glass windows. The door side is a little lacking on windows, but it at least you have the screen door and the kitchen window there. And we'll take a look at all this storage here in a minute. But one thing I did want to show you is this does have the optional 28-inch 12-volt TV. So this is really cool. As you can see, you have your connections up top there. So plenty of ways to plug this in, and it is on a swing arm mount, so you can kind of swing it out to face the bunks or the extra sofa or things like that. So that's a pretty neat feature. And then, pardon the lighting contrast, I don't have this one plugged in today, but as you can see right there, you do have your AM, FM, and Bluetooth player, and that does have HDMI and USB ports, as you can see right there. So if you want to add a DVD player or something, you can plug that in there. And that does control your interior and exterior speakers. And then right below that, you have your main control panel. So this will have your awning control, slide out control, and lighting controls. And then right down here, you have your tank monitoring panel, as well as your water pump and water heater controls, And then right down here you have your pet-friendly bowls, which is a pretty cool feature that they're doing in RPod and Surveyor. Alright guys, so let me go ahead and we'll show you how this Murphy bed works. Okay guys, let me show you how this Murphy bed works. So first thing you'll do is flip that down like so. You do want to make sure that the cushions are down all the way, because sometimes they have a little bit of play in them. Next thing you'll do is this will fold down like so, and then the mattress will fold down on top of that. So it's a pretty cool space-saving design. It's something that a lot of people really like, but at the same time some people don't really care for it because it is an east-west bed. So just keep that in mind. On this particular one you have to have the Murphy bed, but that is how it operates. Alright guys, so I've got all the storage opened up now, and we'll go ahead and we'll start up top here. So as you can see, great extra storage up top there. You notice the nice glass panels to kind of break up that wood look. And of course this is, like I said, the new colors, so it's kind of a grayish white. You still have the pocket screwed cabinetry that RPod is known for, which is a nice feature. As we come down here, you'll notice the high-rise faucet, and you'll also notice the nice big one-piece sink, and it is the circular sink as well. Thermofoil countertops, so what that's going to do for you is it's going to be chip, scratch, and stain resistant. It's basically solid surface but without the weight. Next to that you do have your 2-burner cooktop with the glass cover, as you can see there. So that'll give you some extra prep space when you're not cooking. And then you do have a hood and light, or a hood fan and light above there. That's something a lot of smaller campers will not do for you. As we come down here, you notice great extra storage down there. I would say this kitchen is lacking in drawers, but I'll show you a couple here in just a second. And then you do have a convection microwave oven. So that is going to take a place of a regular oven. So just keep that in mind. It's a really nice feature. They work really well. Coming over here into the slide outs, you notice a nice extra chunk of storage. This does have a hanging rod, as you can see right there. And then you do have a couple of extra drawers. Personally, I would use those for silverware and things of that sort, but that's just me. And then above the sofa, as you can see there, you do have a good chunk of extra storage, and those are held up with struts, so you don't have to juggle them while you're putting things in there. This particular unit does have the 6 cubic foot 2-way gas and electric refrigerator freezer combo. So as you can see, plenty of storage there. This great for boondocking. Just an overall really nice fridge. And then just past that, as you can see, you do have a nice chunk of pantry space. So plenty of room for your dry goods, cereal boxes, things of that sort. But you could also use this for kids' clothes since it is right next to the 2 bunks. And one thing that I don't want to forget, and it's really easy to miss, is you do have a couple of netted storage spaces up underneath that bed. And on each side of the sofa over here too, you do have household and USB outlets. So perfect spot for CPAP machines and things of that sort. Alright guys, let's go ahead and we'll jump up into the bathroom. It's a pretty simple bathroom, but it's something that I think is really well designed for this size of trailer. So as you can see, you do have a nice door. Notice it does have a lock on the door. Plenty of room around that foot flush lever toilet. As we look up top, you will notice that you do have the Max Air vent fan, so pretty awesome feature. That is a whole house vent fan, so keep that in mind. It's great when you're not able to run the air conditioner or it's too cold to run the air conditioner. And then you do have great linen closet space here. It goes all the way down to the floor. Plenty of room here in the shower, and it's a shower, not a tub. This is kind of what I'm going to call a 2/3 wet bath. The reason that I say that is you do have the sink in the shower, but at the same time, you don't, it's not a true wet bath. You still have plenty of room to get changed and things of that sort. Nice shower curtain here, and then you do have a skylight. You can be upwards of 6'3" and still shower in here just fine. And this I love. They didn't have this last year, at least to my knowledge. They have a nice little hook there where you could put a hanging rod across there and make this a giant closet if you wanted to, if you weren't going to use the shower per se, if you're going to use the campground facilities. Notice all that ABS plastic surround. Really cool feature. Just overall a simple bathroom, but it's very well executed, something that I really like. Alright guys, let's go ahead and we'll jump out to the outside and take a look at some of the exterior features on this RPod 193. Alright guys, so we're on the outside of this 2021 and a half RPod 193. So as you can see, this has the new Ice Pearl exterior. It's something that I think a lot of people are really going to like. So they went from a gray to a gray and white exterior. And the fact that they lightened the main color to white is really going to help keep this RV even cooler in the summertime. So something that I think is a great benefit. You can see the nice windshield right there, letting in a lot of natural light when you have the Murphy bed in bed mode. Power tongue jack, single 20-pound propane tank, 7-way Bargman cord plug, as well as a LP quick connector up here, which is a pretty nice feature. And then as you can see, you have rails for your battery, diamond plate rock guard, and you do have a battery disconnect there as well. Some pretty nice features. Right here's your pass-through storage. These doors are held up by magnets, so you won't have any of those clips to break off. And as you can see in there, you do have a great amount of pass-through storage for a small trailer. Those boxes are the griddle and prep table and things that come with this particular unit. 4-corner stabilizer jacks, they are manual. And then right next to that, you do have your fresh water and city water connections. So those are easy to get to. As you can see, you do have a single slide out on this unit. It is prepped for slide-awning toppers. If you're interested in that, feel free to let us know, and we can for sure figure that into the price. This is a single axle, and it does have a torsion suspension. So basically what that means for you is it's independent suspension. Pardon any road noise, we are right next to Interstate 40 here. As we come back here, you've got your 6-gallon gas electric water heater, and as you can see right there, you do have a little kick of extra storage underneath the bunks. So as you can see right there, good extra storage, perfect for all of your hookup items. And then right down underneath here, you do have your black and gray tank dumps. Coming back over here, as you can see right there, you do have your cable and satellite hookup, as well as 30 amp detachable power cord spot. And then on the back here, you'll notice a roof ladder, as well as backup camera prep. So that means it's ready for the backup camera. This does have a one-piece PVC roof membrane. So basically what that does for you is it's going to give you a lot more UV reflective properties, as well as you don't have to do any specific maintenance to the material itself. So you don't have to put that UV protectant on there. Spare tire and carrier back here. As we come around to the door entry side, as you can see, you do have a nice power awning. There is LED lights in that awning as well. And then as we come over here, you will notice your black tank flush, and this right here is a spray port So it's got a little blue coily hose that'll hook up into there. Back of your refrigerator, as well as the back of your furnace. And then over here you do have a power outlet. And then that rail above the power outlet is for the exterior prep table and griddle that comes with this particular unit. I just don't have it set up today. As there's a better look at that power awning. That does have LED light strip in it, as I mentioned previously. And then you can see your 2 outside speakers, as well as a amber porch light. And I really like that they're giving that to you. That way, if you don't want to have the bright white lights, you can have that amber light on. This does have the new glass entry door, so you can't really tell that there's a window in it, but it does have a window in the entry door, and it's right about there. This does utilize a 2-step entry. These do not use the MORryde step above. Only the 202 RPod uses that. And then lastly, you do have roof solar prep on this one, as I mentioned previously. And then in here, here's the other side of that pass-through storage. And as you can see, there's all of your extra stuff that comes with the unit. And as you can see up there, you do have an aluminum bed base, which is a brand new feature for this. A couple other cool things. You do have the larger entry assist handle. And this does have the Asdale onboard, as you can see right there. So what that's going to do for you is it's a waterproof sidewall. So it's waterproof, mold-proof, mildew-proof. And it also has a sound deadening property, as well as it's lighter weight and has more insulation than the Luan substrate that they typically use. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for the 2021 and a half RPod 193. If you enjoyed this video and you have any questions, feel free to put those down in the comment section below, or you can shoot me an email at contact@custom-rv.com, or you can give me a call at area code 806-335-2336. Also, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit that like button down below. That lets us know how we're doing. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below, as well as that notification bell, so that you can stay up to date on all of our new content that we have coming out for you. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up. Enough of me yapping about random things. Let's, I lost my train of thought there. We really appreciate you taking the time to watch our videos. We hope you enjoyed it and that you found it informative. And we hope you have a wonderful weekend, and let's get out there and go camping.